Hey grade 5s, today what we're going to do is we're going to keep conducting some experiments. So experiments mean we're going to try different things out and we're going to see what the results are. Today what we're going to do is we're going to use this thing called a die. So just so you know the right terms, if you have one of them, you call it a die. If you have more than one, so if I have 2 or 3 or 4 of these guys, you would call them dice. So just want to make sure that you know the word, because in your textbook they'll call this, when you have just one of them, we'll call it a die. So it's important to know that there's 6 different outcomes on a die. You can roll a 1, you can roll a 2, you can roll a 3, you can roll a 4, you can roll a 5, or you can roll a 6. There's one of each number on this die. If you have different types, you can sometimes get some that have 10 sides or 20 sides, but the ones that we're going to use just have 6 sides. So the interesting thing with a die is you can roll it and you don't know what's going to show up. In this case, a 6 showed up. In this case, a 2 showed up. But there's a chance you'll roll a 2, or there's a chance you'll roll a 6. And because there's 6 sides, you actually have kind of like a 1 out of 6 chance of rolling a number. So if I was rolling this and I really wanted to roll a 5, would I say that it's impossible to roll a 5? And the answer is no, it's possible. Is it certain I'll roll a 5 with this roll? The answer is no. Is it unlikely? And the answer is probably kind of unlikely, because there's only one of them out of 6. So if I want to roll a 5 here, let's shake it around and see if we do it. So in this case, I didn't roll a 5. It wasn't impossible, it wasn't certain, but it was unlikely that I would roll a 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to build tables today, and you're going to use these tables to kind of keep track of how many you roll. So for example here, in one question here, you'll have to roll 12 times. So you'll actually make a table that looks like this, and you'll go up to 12. And you'll basically keep track of what you roll each time. So this first time I rolled a 5. Hey, there's that 5 I was looking for. Then I roll the 5 again. And I'll roll a 3. And then I roll the 4. And you're going to keep doing